Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Leah, this is Homeschool at Heart. I am going to be bringing you something a little different today than usually this channel is exclusively homeschool content, but today I'm going to talk about something that's going on in my personal life. And I'm really excited to talk to you guys about the making of Pride and Prejudice, the musical. Okay, so it's not a thing that I talk about a lot here, but I 12 years ago, well, closer to 15 years ago, wrote a musical version of Pride and Prejudice. I wrote the script, not the lyrics or the music. I'm not a musician. But a very talented group of people gathered and helped me to work on those portions of this project. And I am pleased to say that it is on its third run of performances at my favorite community theater, LifeHouse Theater in Redlands, California. When I first started doing theater, it was about 16 years ago. My sister wanted to do a theater production at LifeHouse Theater, where we had been going for years, watching the shows. And she is about 10 years younger than me, so she needed somebody to take her from where we lived in Moreno Valley out to Redlands, which was about a 30-minute drive. So being the awesome big sister that I am, I consented. And so we decided to do a show called Heidi. We got into the first show that we auditioned for, and that consequently is where I met my husband. He was the director in the show. We had a short courtship and engagement, and a year later we were married. During that engagement time and dating time, we, Lindsay and I, continued to do shows. And at some point I decided, hey, I have a degree in writing. I like writing. Why don't I pick a story to write a script about? And as Pride and Prejudice was my favorite story of all time, that is the one that I decided to go with, and thought this must be a story that is told on a stage as a musical. So it was kind of just a dreamy process for me. I was involved in a group of writers that were all kind of trying to do things for this local community theater. And we just were all very like-minded and wanted to produce the best product that we could, while at the same time loving on each other and building community. So it was sometimes a struggle to have a good attitude. I will not say that it was completely perfect that way, but this is the end result. And I cannot even tell you, the first time that the show opened, after the last bow, I just started crying and I could not stop because I just was so happy with the way that it turned out. And this time I have cried because I've had the wonderful opportunity to also be cast in the show. This is our third time having the show produced, and my first time being an actual cast member. So that has been just a wonderful experience. I do plan to do a few more videos about the process of making this show. I will have probably a video talking with my production staff, the production staff for this show, and then another one talking with some of the actors and actresses who are playing some of the parts in the production. I feel like you're just gonna fall in love with all of them the way that I have. They are just a tremendous group of people, and every single one of them has just been so dedicated and kind and generous, and just, I cannot even express to you guys how much I have been just in awe of every single one of the people who have touched this project this time. It literally has been a dream come true. But I will talk to you more about that in an upcoming video. Today, I want to talk a little bit about writing this show. And if you guys want to see more content like this, please let me know, because I am more than willing to share what I know about it. So the very first thing that I did was, of course, reread this novel. I did mark it all up. Let's see if I can find a page that has highlighter that didn't fade away. This is from 15 years ago. So there's pink and blue highlighting throughout. I have highlighted and written all over this book, and definitely kept it so that I could have it as a memento of just this exciting time in my life. And then I went through and wrote an outline of what I wanted to include. And then after that, started writing dialogue and stage direction and things like that. I also have written very thorough character analysis of each one of our characters. I think I don't have the original with me, but it has definite, the script that everybody gets at orientation has lists of all the characters, how old they're supposed to be, and what their character is like. For instance, Elizabeth has a quick wit and gets along easily with others, loves to read and spend time outdoors. She's quick to judge, willful, and shows herself to be prideful at the beginning, but that changes as the story unfolds. Jane has a very forgiving spirit. She wants to please and be pleased by everyone. She always makes the best of a situation. She is quiet and reserved and well liked by everyone. And then there's a short description like that for every character, just so I have a base to go off of when I'm writing their dialogue or interaction with other people, so that they don't contradict themselves. Also, because this show is a musical, I put in where the songs would go. I am not I have written lyrics before. It is easier for me when there's already music written. So we have on occasion gone through and kind of redone a script in the past, and we've had music for it, and I have written lyrics for those things. I did not really feel like I was the best person to do the lyrics for this show. I am in an upcoming project going to be trying to do my own lyrics, but we'll see how that goes. But this is kind of what we have in in the original script. It says song, something about dancing, and then song, and stage direction, and more song. So that's as far as my lyrical abilities went when I was writing this particular musical. But as you can see, there were a lot of songs planned. There are not quite this many in the final product of the production, but that is kind of to be expected. We shoot for community theater purposes, about an hour for each act. This show is, I think, an hour and 15 minutes for first act and an hour for second act. because it's a very long story, and if you don't include certain parts of it, it doesn't make sense. So we went through and did that. I have all of my original notes from this is from the producer, but I also have them from the other members of our writers group. But after the initial draft, it probably went through at least 5 drafts before we were able to have a read through with the original cast. And then it went through another draft. My college degree is in journalism, and editing was a huge part of that. So I did feel like I was used to being edited. It did not completely prepare me for something of this magnitude, though. Usually in journalism, you're not writing the book of a play. You're not spending hundreds of hours babying it along. And so when somebody critiques you on something that has taken you that long, I can't even imagine writing a book, you guys. It's a different experience. I am thankful. I'm so thankful for the kind people that worked on this with me to make it so amazing. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn or say how great I am, but this production is beautiful and attracts such talented people, and it's just the script. I don't know how it ended up this way, but it's such a good version of the story. I really see God's hand in it, like, and the fact that this was my favorite story. It is my favorite story of all time. Just deciding what to include and what not to include had been such a really interesting journey. And I will tell you that being in it now and hearing all of the dialogue night after night after night, there are a few things that I might tweak, provided, the producer is willing to let me do those things. But it's always a work in progress. I don't think anything is ever perfect. And so I think keeping an open mind and heart to possible improvement is kind of an important part of the whole process. Even though it's been performed 3 times now with 5 or 6 weekend runs, and then at least one other theater has performed it as well. It still isn't perfect. So I think that it will continue to evolve over time, and as we see different people playing each of these parts, I think we just kind of get a sense of how to make it into something even more beautiful for the next time. Okay, so I think that is all that I had planned to say for this video, except to my beautiful cast, mates. I am just so thankful for all of you, and I can't even imagine a better group of people putting on this production. I thank you to the production staff and the set designers and the musicians and the tech crew. Thank you also to my mom and dad for watching my kids so that Tim and I could be in this production together, and for the incomparable Laurel for being our stage manager and helping with all of the crazy set changes and scenery things that go on behind the scenes that no one would ever know are happening because of how wonderful you are. And all of the behind the scenes people, the costumers, and the administration, the people working in the box office, none of this would be possible without you. And you guys, I can't even tell you how much you're appreciated and loved. Thank you so much for making this dream of mine come true.
Pride and Prejudice runs now through June 12th, 2022 at LifeHouse Theater in Redlands, California. I will link their website in the description box below, where you can purchase tickets either online or by calling the box office. And if you do in fact get tickets, make sure that you let me know that you are coming. I would totally love to see you there. If you are bummed that you live too far away from Southern California to see Pride and Prejudice the musical, I did also write a audio drama version of the script. This is only about an hour runtime, and you can find this on iTunes and see if you can hear Tim and I on the in the audio drama. Before I sign off of this video, I just wanted to mention that I am dedicating my performance in the show to my grandmother. This is the first production she will not be seeing from the seats, but I do know she's watching from heaven.